Game 5 win. You're watching the NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs on TNT. For TNT, it's presented by Rocket Mortgage. The Oklahoma City Thunder have roared.
As explosive as ever. Now, I talked to Coach D'Antoni. He will be on a minute.
Played on August the 11th. Westbrook joins Harden, Gordon, Covington, and PJ Tucker. Beaten a little bit faster for Russell Westbrook. And who would have thought Stan 13 lost his footing. They get it out to Covington. Now to Harden with 10 to shoot. Harden goes right down the paint.
But especially when he gets matchups other than Dort in this series, he's going to go right at those guys.
From the field. Westbrook finds his spot and hits.
Who will shoot mid-range jumpers.
Westbrook inside taking on that. Quickly becoming a thing of extinction in the NBA, especially with Houston. That's a three from.
And knocks down the three.
Harden the attack and a tough floater last couple of days. Games, I should say. Adams inside. Pretty reverse on a
handle on the glass.
Gordon runs Paul around a pick. Inside to the rack. The injuries. Trying to finish strongly and get Houston to the semis. That is
again, but now there's just a new resolve to keep social justice in the forefront of their minds as well.
Far poor shooting by the Thunder. 3 of 18. Harden right down Broadway.
Noel, who's a great shot blocker, late to help there because of the.
That is an accomplishment against Houston. Now, granted, Russell Westbrook's absence hurt them in this series as Nerlens Noel as basically their center. Dort lost the handle, gets it back and puts it down. The officials say one of his first 8 as he finally rings the bell. Been able to get his body right with any consistency this season. House. That's a corner 3, got it.
What he does on the other end of the floor. So I think pace-wise on both ends, we've got to be better here going to the second.
Way to get those other guys involved.
Here's Baisley on a 3. That's good. Conference 38 and 17 during that stretch. Only Milwaukee and Toronto were better as Daniel.
3-guard lineup, but their defense is so solid and gives them a chance to stay in.
And that will be his first.
See Schroeder getting by House there. Jeff
Group in the last couple of games of this series. Quiet start so far here as he fires at 3 right on.
Paul, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Schroeder averaged 46.5 points. And then he was right, he got fouled.
Here comes Tucker right to the rack. Shot clock down to 4. Adams puts it on the deck, goes right into the chest. Had to leave game 3 with that bruised knee. A nice little floater.
From driving the ball. He struggled to shoot it, but he's been very effective putting the ball on the floor.
Knocked into the hands of Schroeder. It's a 3-point game, and Schroeder.
He's getting it going here in the second quarter. When these guards get going.
Chest. Offensive rebound, Tucker. Harden left, got it.
Got it, he gets a wide open 3.
It's a corner 3 from Schroeder, and he
and knocking down 3s. Little jab step.
And they'll reset, or Schroeder will shoot, and why not? Schroeder has scored their last 11. D'Antoni, oh, nice pass inside to Dort. Tonight, you'll know what it's about.
That's
just an expert pass by Schroeder.
That sure is. Pick and rolls.
And Stan, we heard Rebecca tell us as Harden squares up on a 3 and hits badly. 44 wins as they capture the 5th seed in the West. Gordon taking on contact.
Where Houston can load up their defense.
Covington, strong move. Back to 5. 10 straight points. Schroeder. 8 on the timer. Paul shoots over Covington, and Thunder do have a foul to give here. 40 seconds. Beautiful pass. Harden to Gordon. He's all winning the last 2. And they're down 3 as we begin the second half. 3-pointer from the corner.
Several possessions in the first half.
Harden was highly efficient in the first half, and that continues.
Bad offense for Oklahoma City.
And that's his second turnover in less than 2 minutes. That is Gordon to begin the second half. You're watching the NBA playoffs on TNT. Have that right knee examined, and we will be watching later tonight on TNT. Here is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just could not function offensively with him on the floor. and they're having a hard time.
Down 11, and Harden, Stan, has been relentless.
Well, he's been great, even against the personnel and attacking matchups.
Another turnover, that time by Paul, and look at Gordon. And look at how quickly Gordon is able to get to the rim in traffic. 5 for 28 from 3. Covington on a corner 3, split.
Good job with it. They've got multiple options out there.
Another turnover, it's Gordon again. Timeout. Quarter 19-2. You are watching the NBA playoffs.
Scan that picture. Immediately you'll see a link to voter registration. So if you haven't done it yet, you can thank.
Great coach. He is the perfect fit for this team. You want to play small? Why would you not want Mike Dan?
Boy, Tucker is going to be real lucky here if he is not done for the night. See, Schroeder is going right to the official to complain. He didn't. Explanation. But watch Schroeder's hands right there. Tucker still didn't appreciate it, and right here.
On Tucker, he is ejected. We will shoot the technical first.
Stand on Schroeder. Center with the NBA. Jason, take us through.
Yeah, guys.
No, and for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, it's been a nightmare of a night. Their attack against Houston.
Here's Dort in the corner, up to the rim, and that's respond here down the stretch. They're down 18 points. Paul Adams is there to clean it up. Finals a couple of years ago. We know about his contract as Paul squares up and hits. Broke also to a win.
Yeah, they've just exploited matchups at both ends. But right now, a better offensive guy. But with Schroeder out of the game, Billy Donovan just doesn't have a
double, 14 and 12. Beautiful pass, and then House. Extra feed to Rivers. Got it.
Role normally as a three-point shooter, he would pop, collapse the defense, out to Rivers, and he knocks it.
Rivers into the corner for Green. That's a 3. Needed much from Westbrook so far. He's played 18 minutes and has scored 5 points. Paul left.
They're attacking him at the defensive end of the floor. They're not even trying to close out or get a hand up on Lou Dort. Dort responds in game 6. You know, when you're going to be in a matchup against James Harden.
We heard Rebecca's report earlier. He's been such a pro as 82% of the time as Noel. Able to deny Gordon. Outside to come. This is Darius Baisley on a 3. Got it. Double-digit deficits in the second half of both games, 3 and 4, to win and to tie this Gordon.
But we're really going to test the mental toughness in the playoff, and people have had time to really adjust and game plan as you go into game 5.
Half that has been dominated by the Rockets. Ben McLemore, exquisite.
Covington is willing to do and makes him dangerous. There he gets.
Took the sails out of the Thunder. Houston at that point was already rolling and spin. Now psychologically can bounce back. They've done it all year long. As a three-pointer convert. Again, this is a 3-point Houston lead at halftime. Rivers, couple of spins, and he goes glass.
Game, a 40-pointer in one of the seeding games.
Off the bench. Carroll stumbles outside. That's it.
Diallo showing off his athleticism here late in the game. There's not only your own team watching, there's scouts from all over the league watching. Every
ability.
I am not one of those who would have ever doubted his vertical.
Chin here in game 5. A dominating second half performance by the from a trip to the Western Conference semi.